Look, we all have a morning routine, right? But what if I told you it's not just a set of habits? What if it's actually a powerful psychological tool, a kind of programming window that quietly sets the stage for your entire day? Your mood, your focus, everything.
I just love this way of putting it because it's so true. Think about it, that first chunk of time after you wake up, it's totally pliable. The things you do, the stuff you let into your brain, that's what sets the foundation that the rest of your day will be built on.
Okay, so why? Why are these first couple of hours so incredibly important? Well, this isn't just some feel-good idea. There's real science here. We're going to dive into what's actually happening inside your brain and your body that makes this such a unique and sensitive programming window.
All right, first things first, something called the cortisol awakening response. Now, I know what you're thinking, cortisol, isn't that the stress hormone? Well, yeah, but this morning spike is totally normal. It's just your body getting you revved up for the day. But here's the key. It also makes you way more emotionally impressionable. So whatever you feed your brain right then, stressful news or a moment of calm, it's going to have a huge ripple effect.
And while that's happening, your brain is in this really cool state. It's called the alpha wave state. And it basically means you're relaxed, but you're also super alert. This is like a golden hour for your subconscious mind. It's wide open to suggestion, which means things like journaling or thinking about your goals can have a much, much deeper impact.
So, what does that mean for you? Well, it leads to this incredibly powerful psychological idea: identity reinforcement. Think about it. The first things you do in the morning, they're not just things. They are little messages you're sending to yourself about who you are. And these tiny actions, they echo loudly, reinforcing your self-image, for better or for worse.
And you can see this so clearly when you put two mornings side by side. You've got the reactive morning, you know the one, snooze button, grab the phone, scroll, rush out the door. The message you're sending yourself, I'm unprepared, I'm chaotic. But on the other side, you have the intentional morning. Simple stuff, right? Waking up on time, drinking some water. But the message is profoundly different. I'm in control. I am worth taking care of.
Okay, so we see the difference. But what's the real cost here? What is the hidden price we pay for constantly starting our day on autopilot, in that reactive mode? Because believe me, it's higher than you think.
It really is a domino effect, isn't it? You know those days, right, where one little thing goes wrong in the morning, you spill your coffee, you can't find your keys, and suddenly the entire day just feels off? That's exactly it. That first domino of chaos triggers this whole chain reaction of low-grade anxiety and just not-so-great decisions.
So let's break down these hidden costs. There are 4 big ones. First, there's emotional hijacking. That stressful email first thing, it literally triggers your brain's alarm system. Then you've got decision fatigue, wasting all that precious brain power on what to wear or what to eat. There's also identity drift, which is just these tiny little cracks in your self-trust every time you hit snooze. And finally, the productivity spiral, where you just burn through your best, sharpest hours on mindless stuff.
So, this all leads to a really simple but kind of profound question for you, and I want you to really think about it. Are you just reacting to your mornings, letting them happen to you? Or are you the one in the driver's seat, consciously shaping them?
All right, enough doom and gloom. Let's talk about how to fix this. And the really good news, you absolutely can. It is totally within your control. So now we're going to get into some practical, science-backed strategies that are simple enough for anyone to try tomorrow.
Okay, so here are 5 core strategies. Step 1, anchor with a micro habit. Start ridiculously small, something you literally can't fail at, like drinking 1 glass of water. Step 2, protect that input window. No phone for the first 30 minutes. I know it's hard, but it's a game changer. Step 3, activate with movement. A 2-minute stretch is all it takes to get that dopamine flowing. Step 4, prime your mind. Think of one thing you're grateful for. And step 5, create a ritual. Making your bed is the classic, a simple launch pad that tells your brain, okay, we're starting.
Okay, I can hear you now. I don't have time for some 2-hour monk-like morning ritual, right? But guess what? That's not what this is about. Look at this number, 15. That's it. Just 15 intentional minutes can be enough to completely change the entire trajectory of your day.
And honestly, this might be the most important thing to remember in all of this. The goal is not perfection. It is not about having some flawless routine you can post on social media. It's about consistency. That's it. It's about just showing up for yourself, even in a small way, day after day.
All right, let's wrap this up. We've talked about the science, the costs, the solutions, And it all boils down to this one central idea. Your morning really is the foundation of your identity.
This, right here, is the ultimate domino effect, but in a good way. See, it starts small. If you can claim your mornings, you start to claim your mind. And if you can claim your mind, your focus, your reactions, how you talk to yourself, well then, you can claim your life.
So, as we finish up, I want to leave you with one final question. Forget about completely reinventing your life overnight. Just think about tomorrow morning. What is one small, tiny change you could make tomorrow that would make that future version of you feel just a little bit proud? Start there.